Welcome back. This is the beginning of the second period. Hibbing leads the game 1-0. Hibbing controls in their own zone. Bryant over to Nikoloff. Nikoloff up to Grillo. Grillo loses it. Back to Vidmar. Katani picks it up, puts it into the zone. Eveleth knocks it out. Hibbing shoots it right back in. Bryant is knocked down. Eveleth brings it in. 1-on-1. We have a penalty. To Bo Nikoloff of Hibbing. I think he'll get a 2-minute minor for tripping.
Well, I guess that was an insurance penalty because that.
Or tripping. Correction, number 13, Nikoloff.
After he got caught for tripping there, he got a little late hit. Hit the boards pretty hard.
Yeah, he did.
Eveleth controls the draw in the Hibbing end. Puck is shot into the corner. Katani knocks it out of the zone. Zessel just misses the pass. Katani in forechecking. Eveleth controls, brings it out of their own zone. Corpy makes a move around Hansen. Back in the corner, out in front, out to the point. Over to the other point, back. Thomas tried to get it into the corner. Now it isn't in the corner. Back out to the point. Puck is frozen out in front there for face-off.
Buffalo's doing quite a bit of passing in this time. Setting up okay here.
They need to get the shot on the net, though.
Yeah,
you can't
score pretty soon.
You can't score unless you shoot. Pat Iozzo takes the draw for Hibbing. And Jamie Corva takes the draw for Eveleth. Eveleth dumps it into the corner. Controlled by Eveleth, out to the point. Shot there, saved by O'Hara. Shoots, another save by O'Hara. It's blocked out in front. O'Hara holds it for a save. Holds it for the face-off. And again, Hibbing isn't letting Eveleth get in for a second shot there.
They're not. O'Hara had 2 good saves there. But they're tying them up. Hibbing's trying to have the players up. But they can't get in there.
Draw is controlled by Pat Iozzo. Shot around the boards, held in by Eveleth. Over to the point. Tried to center it. Vidmar shoots it down the ice. With 46 seconds left in the penalty. Eveleth in their own end, bringing it out. Player was knocked down, but no penalty was called. Eveleth shoots it down into the corner. Anderkin back behind the net to Gusted. Gusted tried to hit by Ozos. The shot by McNulty is blocked, and the shot down the ice by number 14, Pat Murrow. Katani knocks down the Eveleth player. Eveleth picks it back up. Eveleth gets it out. Tom Hansen shoots it back down into the Eveleth zone.
Hibbing at full strength.
Hibbing's now at full strength. The shot just wide of the net. O'Hara holds it there for a face-off. Well, Hibbing did an excellent job of killing that penalty.
Yeah, only just those 2 shots. 2 shots on goal. They did a pretty good job of tying up the other players in their own end.
Kasner will take the draw for Hibbing, where in his corner will be Jarvella. Jarvella controls the draw. Centered. Shot by the Eveleth player was blocked. Hansen brings it down. Oh, they score! Hagen on a blast from the point.
Hagen, that was a good screen shot. Nervous though, he was late on that one, so you can see he was screened on that.
I think that goal will be unassisted there. John Hagen, that was a really hard shot too. It should have been saved if he'd have seen the puck.
Yeah, that was on the
Scoring for Hibbing, number
right over his right shoulder.
Hagen, unassisted. Number 16.
Scoring was John Hagen unassisted. So Hibbing takes a 2-0 lead. Kasner dumps it down into
Eveleth's going to have to get some.
Eveleth end.
What do we got here? Oh, he was caught in the net.
The net is knocked off its post, so we have a whistle.
Well, Eveleth is going to have to get their offense cranked up now. It's going to be tough to come from behind.
Eveleth is not playing bad defense either. It's just that those two mental lapses there, they cost him 2 goals.
We're going to say again that this game is being brought to you by the Television Production 2 class in the Mass Communication Department of Hibbing Community College, Arrowhead Region. The underwriter for this program and this game is the First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Hibbing.
Kasner will be facing it off against Deveskoy. Back to Hansen. Hansen shoots it in. Just shot wide. Hagen controls. Kasner picks it up out of the crowd. Christoph shoots it back into the corner. Around the net. Eveleth controls. Kochever picks it up. Skates out in front of his net. Passes it over to Korva. Korva dumps it into the Hibbing zone. Hansen picks it up. Skates up the right side. And we'll have an offside call. Looked to me like John Hagen got knocked off, or knocked into the Eveleth zone there for the offside.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. This is 8CCV cable, channel 2, community television for the city of Hibbing.
Hibbing controls the draw. Nikolov dumps it back down into the Eveleth zone. Thomas shoots it around the boards for Raduns. Raduns puts it up. Eveleth controlled. Raduns into the corner. Hits the back of the net. He's knocked down. Nikolov picks it up. Eveleth tries to shoot it back in, and it's deflected. And O'Hara makes the save. Face-off will come to the right of O'Hara. Draw is controlled by Hibbing, stolen there by Zessel. Zessel skates down the left, shoots it around the net, picked up there by Vidmar. Vidmar dumps it back in for Grillo. Grillo dumps it into the corner for Catani. Catani tries to get it out to the point, can't. It's knocked down. Picked up there by Gusted. Gusted back to Vidmar. Vidmar loses it. Controlled by Eveleth in the center ice area. Tried to dump it cross ice. Controlled there by Catani. Catani skates into the Eveleth zone. Tries to get it back to Grillo. Grillo over by the board shoots. And we'll have a penalty there on Catani for pulling down Ross Richards. And he went down hard.
For a while it looked like he was injured out there.
I don't know if that was a good penalty. They were in their own zone. They had good control of the puck, moving it around rather well.
Number 3, Catani for interference.
Antonio Catani will have a 2-minute break. He was got a penalty for interference at 10:17 of the second period. Eveleth really needs to get a goal out of this power play.
Yeah, they do. Being behind 2-0 against this good Hibbing team. They got to get her cranked up now because it's the best chance now.
Tom Hansen shoots it down just wide of the net. Eveleth controlled. Kochever brings it up, shoots it down into the Hibbing zone. O'Hara stops it behind the net. Tom Hansen shoots it around, stopped at the point. There's a shot, shot's wide, knocked into the corner by O'Hara. Tom Hansen tries to get it around the boards, picked up there by the Eveleth player. Out to the point. Into the corner. Radoon's fighting for it. Kristoff blocks the pass out in front, out to the point. Puts it over to the other point. Oh, and there's a goal by Hibbing. Or, excuse me, Eveleth.
That was a beautiful setup play. They had two
Perfect.
Hibbing men laying on the ice.
O'Hara never had a chance.
Oh, he never did. That was...
I don't think...
a pass from the point over there to Corva who just put it in. O'Hara never...
I don't...
He hadn't even started to move.
I don't think he even seen the puck go over there. I think he thought it was a shot.
Scoring for Eveleth, number 3, Corby from number 10, Thomas from number 15, Kochever.
The scoring was
3 from 10,
Jeff Corpy
from 15.
from John Thomas and Bucko Kochever. So Eveleth draws within one goal at 9:17 of the second period.
Well, that power play helped.
Kasner shoots right on. Rebound is knocked away. They fight for it in the corner and the puck is stopped. So we'll have a face-off to the left of
Talking to the
Kenner Vister.
Kenner Visto, the Eveleth goalie, he was saying it was a big change for him to come to America to play because in world hockey or the European hockey that they play in Finland plays, and the rink is wider and it's longer, and he says it's hard to adjust when you got such a short distance behind the goal because the action is a lot quicker between the board and the net here than it is back home. You got a little mix-up on the players here.
Bringing it out.
Number 3. Number...
Hibbing controls over to Vidmar. Vidmar tries to get up, intercepted there by the Eveleth player. Gunstead picks it up and saved there by Cantor Visto. Eveleth controls behind the net. Stolen there by Zessel. Zessel gets it back to the point. Vidmar shoots it back in. The shot there is saved by Kenner Visto. Eveleth passes it up, center ice area. Pass is blocked there by Vessel. Vessel dumps it back down into the Eveleth area, Eveleth zone. Eveleth controls behind the net. Catani in there forechecking. The puck is right out in front and Grillo couldn't shoot. Tom Hansen, oh, and a nice save by Kenner Visto.
That is a good glove save. If possible, that one would have gone right in over his right shoulder, left shoulder.
That was a nice save.
Yeah.
Hibbing's putting the pressure on again. Trying to counter after Eveleth scored.
Yeah, Hibbing is the continuous pressure. You're going to wonder when a team's going to play most of the defense. Another good
nice save there by Kenner Visto. Rebound's kicked around the boards. Oh, and there's a good solid hit there. We'll have an offside. Puck is controlled there by Eveleth. Shot down into the Eveleth zone. Shoots it around the boards. Knocked off the play. Jarvella. Puck is knocked into the boards. Shot back around to the point. There's a shot. O'Hara gloves it and holds on to it for the faceoff. Well, Eveleth's starting to pick up their pace a little bit now, too. They're having a few sloppy passes, but...
that last one there, he had a good fake on the defenseman, but he lost the puck.
Hibbing controls the draw, shoots it down the ice. We're going to have an icing call. So they'll bring it right back.
We will say again that this game is being brought to you by the Television Production 2 class in Mass Comm Department of Hibbing Community College, Arrowhead Region. The underwriter for this game is First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Hibbing.
Draw is controlled by Eveleth. The shot was deflected wide. Eveleth controls behind the net. It's out in front. Out to the point. Pass is intercepted there by Pat Iozo. Iozo is knocked into to the left of the net. Controlled there by Grillo. Moreau. Eveleth controls, bringing it down into the Hibbing zone. Shot. Oh, and they scored! O'Hara lost that one.
It bounced. It hit the front part of his glove. He had closed his glove, and it hit the palm part of his glove, and it bounced right over his shoulder into the net. I'd have to say that's a luck shot. No way O'Hara should. He just misjudged. He closed his glove before it got to it, just like a baseball player. I'm sure he's disgusted at that one. Because that was an easy glove shot for him. It just bounced off his palm like a first baseman would be.
Number 4, McNulty from number 7, Corva. 4 from 7.
The scoring on that was number 4, Scott McNulty, got the goal with an assist from number 7, Jamie Corva. Hibbing controls, shoots it down the ice. Oh, and the ref takes a spill and takes down the Hibbing player, and we'll have an icing call. Excuse me, the Eveleth player. Got quite a reaction out of the crowd.
Yeah, I guess anything having to do with the stripes of the zebras gets quite a roar out of anybody. We got a good crowd on hand. Being Eveleth Hibbing, I guess we got about the same amount of participants on each side, but it's quite a lovely crowd on both sides.
Hibbing controls the draw. Vidmar shoots it around the back of the net. Eveleth controls in the center ice area, losing it to Cousseau over to Hagen. Hagen dumps it into the zone, Eveleth zone. Eveleth controls, bringing it out. We got a 3-on-3. Eveleth just dumps it down. Gusted shoots it around right out in front. Shot is blocked. Out in front. Shot on the net. Nice save there by O'Hara. Hibbing controls. We're going to have a penalty to a Hibbing Blue Jacket. Number 5, Mike Vidmar, is going to get it for hooking. So that'll give Eveleth another shot, and they're riding high.
They're coming on strong, no?
It's a bad time for Hibbing to take a penalty because Eveleth is really turning it on.
Yeah, Eveleth has increased. That second goal really brought him around. Who's that penalty on again?
Mike Vidmar got the penalty for hooking, so he'll be sitting down for 2 minutes. Draw is controlled by Hibbing right to O'Hara, and he makes the save, so we'll have another face-off to the left. Hibbing has Hansen, Katani, Kristoff, and Zessel killing the penalty for him. It's to the line. It was out. So we'll have a face-off just outside the Hibbing line.
Hibbing so far, or Eveleth so far this year has a 7-3-1 record, and their losses have come against Hibbing Falls and Greenway. And
Eveleth controls the draw. Shot in. Christoph picks it up, shoots it out. Zessel tried to poke it out, shoot. Oh, beautiful. O'Hara makes two great saves. One shot from the point and another shot from right in the middle of the slot. Oh, a nice defensive play there by Zessel. Oh, Katani just misses a pass there. He'd had a breakaway.
Eveleth had her there, Dave. O'Hara came up with...
Zessel with a shot, just high over the net. Zessel knocks the Eveleth player off the puck. It's held there for a face-off. Well, Hibbing come down and turned the power right on.
Yeah, Eveleth had a beautiful chance there. O'Hara made the stop twice. But they came up short-handed on that one. And Hibbing just turned her around and came down and put their own power on. 4:51 left in the second period.
Draw is controlled by Eveleth. Behind the net is Thomas. Thomas puts it over out in front of the net to Corpy. Corpy over to Randoons, shoots it in, and O'Hara has to make the save. Holds it for a face-off to the left. With 4:37 left in the second period, Hibbing and Eveleth are tied at 2. There's 53 seconds left in the penalty to Vidmar. The shot by Hibbing, shot. Nice save there by O'Hara. O'Hara makes another save in front of the net. Puck is still controlled by Eveleth. Another shot, another save. Oh, they scored! Number 3, Jeff Corpy, was parked right in front of the net. Nobody was there to push him away. And he just sat there and pounded away at O'Hara. Number 3, Jeff Corpy, was parked right in front of the net. Nobody was there to push him away. And he just sat there and pounded away at O'Hara until he knocked the puck in.
O'Hara earlier had that, he jumped for that puck and it fell in front of him. That could have been a disaster, but now Eveleth is just fighting for it. They're getting it. They're picking up the loose pucks now.
Hibbing's defense, which usually keeps the net in front of the net pretty clean. They must have been sleeping on that one.
Yeah, they were. Oh, it's Hibbing's turn to come.
That's a power play goal.
Number 3, Corpy from number 8. Randoons from number 13. Destiny 3.
Scoring is Jeff Corpy. Number 3 from number 8, Brian Randoons. From number 13, Kevin Devescovy. Hibbing shoots it down into the Eveleth zone. Eveleth picks it up, brings it out. Pass is intercepted there by Hagen. Hagen's shot is blocked. Eveleth gets it out of the zone. Controlled. Hagen tried to get it. We'll have an offside. Puck was brought outside the line, and Wojtowski brought it back in. So we'll have a face-off just outside the Hibbing blue line. Hibbing's going to have to turn it back on again, although they are an explosive team.
Oh, they're very explosive. I don't think they're not very. They haven't been behind much this year. I doubt maybe once or twice, but the composure that they carry, I think this isn't really shaking too bad.
That Iozo controls it. Oh, and that Adrian falls down.
He really took a spill there.
Eveleth controls up the boards.
Oh,
pass was deflected, or else we'd had another breakaway. Iozo takes his man into the boards. Puck is pushed around the boards behind the net to Hansen. Christoph puts it up to Marolt. Marolt's knocked off the play. We'll have an offside. So with 3:17 left in the second period, Eveleth's got the lead, 3-2.
Well, the Eveleth players says they came here. They says they've been waiting for this game since Hibbing played at the Hippodrome. So they said they came here. They got to outscore him to win, and they're trying their darndest to do it.
Eveleth controls the draw, shoots it down to the left of O'Hara. Christoph controls, slides it up the boards to Adrican. Adrican over to Marolt. Marolt fans on a pass to Iozo. Tom Hansen takes his man down. Adrican picks up the pass, picks up the puck over to Christoph. Christoph back to Adrican. Adrican comes in, shoots another. Oh, nice save there by Cantervisto. Hibbing brings it back. Passes it over. The shot is deflected wide of the net. Iozo controls over to Marolt. Marolt up to Adrican. Adrican's all alone. He's knocked off the puck. Eveleth controls, switching lines.
Take the body.
Pass is deflected down into the Hibbing zone. Christoph controls it. Stolen there by Eveleth. Oh, and the shot is just knocked wide. Iozo did a good job there to keep the puck away from the Eveleth player. And
well, you know, it's becoming one of these games again, you know, Hibbing being the #1 team in the state. They're, everybody's out gunning for him, and Eveleth is doing their darndest now to try to keep their record clean.
The Eveleth player breaks his stick on the face-off. Bryant controls up to Grillo. Grillo breaks down. Grillo breaks into the right side, shoots. Oh, nice save by Cantervisto. Eveleth's breaking back, 3-on-3. Knocked down into the corner. Taken away there by Bryant. Shot out in front was knocked away by O'Hara. Nikolov shoots it around. Bryant. Bryant passes up for Catani a little bit too far. Catani knocks it off the Eveleth player. Stick. Zessel fires it up into the Eveleth zone. Knocked up to the Eveleth player. Grillo misses a pass to Catani. Catani races in. Kochivert controls. He's knocked off the play. There by Grillo. Catani controls it behind the net. Oh, a nice move, and he just can't control the puck. He still has control. Catani out to the point to Nikolov. Nikolov shoots it back into Zessel. Zessel out to the point, back to Nikolov. Nikolov shoots. Hit it, Eveleth player out in front.
He really got hit.
2-on-2 break. Puck is knocked over to the boards. Eveleth shoots it towards the net pass, or the shot was knocked into the corner. We have 1 minute remaining in the period. Pass out front is deflected behind the net. Nikolov passes it up to Iozo. Iozo can't control it. Eveleth intercepts it. Puck is knocked around down into the Hibbing corner to the left of O'Hara. Eveleth knocks it away. Nikolov falls. Marolt tries to get rid of it. Marolt still controls along the board. Passes it up to Adrican. Adrican shoots. Oh, a save there by Cantervisto.
He got it between his legs.
That one almost went in.
Yeah, he stopped there with his stick first, and it bounced, and he just, luckily he got down to his knees to block it from going in.
That was a nice save. And the Eveleth's defense, they stayed right there too. They had a Hibbing player to the left of Cantervisto, and he was being boxed out by the Eveleth defenseman. So the face-off will come to the left of Cantervisto. Pat Iozo will take it. Excuse me, Pat Iozo will take it for Hibbing, and Kevin DeBescovi will take it for Eveleth. Draws one by Hibbing. Shot in there by Adrican. Iozo controls. That's the end of the second period. The score 3-2 in the favor of the Eveleth Golden Bears. That was more of a wide open game than we expected tonight. Or more of a wide open period than the first one. With having Hibbing score 1 goal and Eveleth score 3 goals.
Yeah, it was all Eveleth this period. They controlled the tempo of the period that time. We'll be right back.
Get your blue tickets out for the drawing.
Welcome back. After the second period, Eveleth Golden Bears have taken a surprising 3-2 lead. Jim, you want to give us the statistics?
Yes, in this period, Eveleth surprisingly came back with 3 goals. They scored the first one by Brian Raduntz, and the second goal was by Scott McNulty, and the third one was by Jeff Corpy. The only goal that period for Hibbing was John Hagan when he was unassisted. The penalties in that period, Eveleth had one. It was a hooking penalty to Jared Lewis. And penalties to Hibbing, one was by Mike Vidmar for hooking, and Tom Hansen was for interference. The total saves now for Tim O'Hara in goal. He's got 11, or he had 11 that period, for a total of 18. Juha Kinivisto, he had 10 for a total of 16. I'll be right back in a minute with my guest, Frank Catani. My guest between periods this time is Frank Catani, who's the coach of the Hibbing Cardinal hockey team. Frank, your team is rated now as #1 in the nation, and is that a first for you?
Well, we were rated one time about 4 years ago for 1 or 2 weeks as #1. Then we dropped down in the standings with a few losses towards the end, but this is the first time that we've had a team that's gone on now with 11-1 record at this time of the season.
Does this pose any kind of a pressure problem as far as on the kids or anything as being #1 in the nation?
No, it really hasn't in a sense. I don't know if it's really sunk into them, if they know what it's like to be #1 in the nation. I asked them many times, when's the last time you're #1 in any other thing you've ever done? And they start wondering, maybe it is something really important, and it is. It hasn't caused any problem because of the maturity of our kids. A lot of our kids have been away either to a 4-year school and came back, or to a junior A program, and the maturity factor in 4 lines has helped us a lot in achieving this.
Maybe, I suppose maybe you could also say that probably since this isn't a big media area, since this is all through the polls that are made through sports writers, that being not a big media area like Minneapolis and that's one of the reasons also that we probably wouldn't get that.
Right. They don't get it blown too out of proportion. They keep it right where it should be. There's only about, I think at one time, there were 30 schools playing community college hockey in the nation. And I say right now they're probably between 20 and 22 actively playing. And to be rated #1 is a big thing. But again, it's kept in the right perspective.
Do you think, how is recruiting for Hibbing here? Is this going to help you now? And of course, the tournament will be in DuPage, or Illinois. Will this help you?
Well, just playing here now already, I have 8 letters laying on my desk, and a parent and a son came over today from Grand Rapids to see the school. But it has to help, and I've been around in this program now for 13 years, and we've won 4 state titles. We've been in the national tournament. We have, I think, 12 All-Americans in the last 13 years. So a lot of the publicity's gone out, and a lot of the kids have gone out in the area and helped sell the program. But, you got to keep in mind that we're not going to ever build a dynasty in community college hockey. It's merely a stepping stone. So by hosting a tournament and keeping it #1, and plus the educational background and that the kids gather here at a community college at the AVTI helps.
Do a lot of the players that you get here are ones that probably aren't good enough to make it right away in a 4-year school, but then they could go on and play, say, in the junior year, they could go there and make the team?
All right. Well, a lot of them will come here either scholastically, they're having a little problem and they have to adjust to get their grades up, or financially, which has happened this year because of the economy. A lot of the players have stayed around. But it's true. I've had players go on to the WCHA and had many of them gone into small 4-year schools merely by using this as a feeder program for the bigger schools.
Being the #1 team in the nation, you also have the top goalie in the nation. Is there any pressure on him?
Oh, Stan is a pretty relaxed individual. He's just an outstanding athlete, and I don't think there's any pressure on Stan at all. Stan just loves to play. Matter of fact, he sometimes gets on me and says, I need more shots. And our practices, in some cases, we just have to shoot, maybe 500 or 700 pucks at him just to really, well, sure, every player has to shoot many times at him because he likes a lot of shots, and the more shots, the better he gets.
Yeah. What's your philosophy on the game?
Well, right now with this, you have to go with your talent, but in this particular year, we're trying to play a little bit of a European style where the kids can move around the rink and hit the open man. We're always looking for the open man drill and trying to pick up see, we can play the body to a certain degree, but you can't lose concept of the flow of the game. And if we're just going to go running out and hitting the body, then we break down. This particular team with 4 lines and with the maturity, we play the body in a 2-man forecheck. We leave the 3rd man deep in the slot to work a defensive triangle with the 2 defensemen. And that's played us our biggest dividends right now. So I'd say a skating game and taking the body when necessary.
You're talking about European style. Could you classify that as a Russian style also, or is that a little bit different?
Well, no, it's kind of a blend, I guess. I try to pick up a blend from all of them. There was first a style that everybody wanted to play, the Canadian style, the big hitting game. Well, I think that's probably why we're having so many people injured with the knees and concussions. There's too much running, and I think that the thing has kind of got out of hand a little bit. And you take a look at the top players, how many are out with knee injuries and such. I think that the European style became real popular with the wide rinks in Europe, and everybody was skating and passing. But you still have to keep the body in the game. So I'm trying to maybe commingle all the styles together, and again, go with your talent. This year I can do this. Maybe next year we'll have to go back to square one.
I guess probably with to play the European style or Russian style, you have to have speed, because I think that's precision passing and everything that they do.
Well, you have to have that hand and eye coordination, have individuals that can play it. Again, you have to go with your talent, and whatever your talent will dictate you. And this year, I feel as though with the people that we have, we can play a kind of a European style, but still we're strong enough to play the body.
I've heard questions all the time of different types of goalies, like a stand-up goalie and a crouch goalie. Like Bob Mason, when he was at UMD, he was a stand-up goalie, and your goalie, he's a stand-up goalie. What's the difference between a crouch goalie and a stand-up goalie?
Well, I've had both through my years of coaching here, and I tell you, they both, again, it's their personality. Tim Pogorel's made All-American playing for us, brought us to the national tournament out in Lake Placid, and he was flopping all around. But he was superior strength and speed. I used to think he was trained with 22 shells. His hands are so quick. Now, Stan Bouch, on the other hand, is a stand-up goaltender and still gets the job done. Stan will just stand there and wait for you to make your move, and once you do, he'll snare it.
I think one of the better crouch goalies that I remember was this Murray McLaughlin from Minnesota. He was just quick as a cat.
Right, and that's just how Tim Pogorel's was. Tim would challenge you. He'd sneak out, go back. He could do drills that I haven't run across another goaltender with the superior strength that he has. Stan Bouch is probably the closest to that goaltender that I've ever had.
You have to play DuPage. Is DuPage rated quite high in the ratings?
Well, we were 1 at the last time the polls came out. DuPage was 4th, but now this is early in the poll. This is the first in January, the first ones that have been released. DuPage has played Rochester in Rochester and won the first night 6-5 and lost tied the second game 6-6. And then we had played Rochester here. So if that's any indication, but again, it's early in the season, and you don't know what injuries DuPage may have brought to Rochester or anything. So I guess I don't go too much by that. I have to meet them here head on and find out what they have.
How's your status as far as injuries and everything on your team? Are you all healthy?
Well, Dan Hansen had a shoulder separation, and he had a pin put in his arm last year to get ready for this season. And it hasn't healed up quite completely yet, and he's a little bit aggravated by that. Ross Rosati, our leading goal scorer in the nation from Eveleth, Minnesota, he has kind of an ailment in his elbow that gives him some discomfort, but he's able to play. And I'd have to say overall, for the amount of games that we've played, I'd have to say we're healthy.
Any comments on tonight's game?
Well, I think that the whole key to Eveleth's success to this part of the game has been that Eveleth came over here not intimidated, completely psyched up, and they're doing something that no other team has done. They're playing Hibbing's body, and Hibbing's going to have to adjust to that.
Yeah, really, I talked to the Eveleth players. They came here. They says that they're here to play tonight. I said they missed their chance at home. They said they're here tonight to play.
Well, it certainly shows.
Well, thank you, Frank, for being my guest, and I want to wish you continued success on this year, the rest of the year on your team this year.
Thank you very much.
We will be right back in the third period action.